After World War II ended in Europe in May 1945, the focus shifted to the Pacific, particularly Japan. The war in the Pacific was characterized by intense fighting, especially in the Pacific Islands and the Asian mainland. The Allied forces, primarily led by the United States, launched a series of campaigns to push back Japanese forces from the territories they had occupied. Some of the notable battles included the Battle of Okinawa, Iwo Jima, and Guadalcanal. The fighting was marked by fierce resistance from Japanese troops, often to the death, as well as the extensive use of kamikaze attacks. The Allied forces faced significant challenges, but by mid-1945, they had managed to regain control of key strategic positions, effectively isolating Japan and crippling its ability to continue the war. This ultimately set the stage for the dropping of the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945, which precipitated Japan's surrender and the end of World War II. The Manhattan Project was a top-secret research and development project undertaken by the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada during World War II to develop the first nuclear weapons. It began in 1939 and was led by the U.S. The project resulted in the development of two types of atomic bombs: Little Boy, a uranium-235 bomb, and Fat Man, a plutonium-239 bomb. These were the first nuclear weapons in history. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were chosen as targets due to their industrial and military significance. Hiroshima was an important military hub and communication center, while Nagasaki was a major industrial and shipbuilding city. On August 6, 1945, the U.S. dropped the Little Boy atomic bomb on Hiroshima. The explosion and subsequent fires caused widespread destruction, instantly killing tens of thousands of people. The immediate and long-term death toll in Hiroshima was devastating, estimated to be around 140,000. Many suffered from severe burns, injuries, and radiation sickness, leading to more casualties in the following years. 3 days later, on August 9, 1945, the U.S. dropped the Fat Man atomic bomb on Nagasaki. The explosion caused extensive damage and loss of life. Nagasaki suffered approximately 74,000 casualties, including immediate and long-term deaths. The impact was less severe than Hiroshima due to differences in the bomb designs and the hilly terrain of Nagasaki. The bombings, combined with the Soviet Union's entry into the war against Japan on August 8, 1945, and Japan's realization of the devastating power of nuclear weapons, led to their surrender on August 15, 1945. The use of atomic bombs sparked ongoing debates about whether they were necessary to end the war, or if alternative approaches could have achieved the same result without the immense loss of civilian life. The bombings had significant effects on the course of history, accelerating the beginning of the Cold War and shaping global political and military dynamics for decades. The bombings demonstrated the horrific humanitarian consequences of nuclear warfare, underscoring the importance of preventing such devastation in the future. The bombings initiated a nuclear arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union, leading to the proliferation of nuclear weapons and the subsequent policy of mutually assured destruction or MAD. In response to growing nuclear concerns, the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons (NPT) was established in 1968 to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons and technology. The bombings left an enduring mark on Japanese society, with survivors, called hibakusha, advocating for nuclear disarmament, peace, and sharing their experiences to educate the world. Hiroshima and Nagasaki have built peace memorials and museums to commemorate the victims and educate visitors about the horrors of nuclear warfare, promoting a message of peace and anti-nuclear sentiment. The bombings continue to influence global discussions on nuclear policy, arms control, nuclear non-proliferation, disarmament efforts, and the prevention of nuclear warfare. The use of atomic bombs played a role in shaping deterrence theory, a strategy based on creating the fear of mutual destruction to prevent war. The use of atomic bombs remains a topic of controversy, with ongoing debates regarding its necessity, the morality of targeting civilian populations, and whether alternative methods could have been employed to end the war. The tragic events of 1945 spurred efforts to limit and ultimately eliminate nuclear weapons through arms control agreements, disarmament initiatives, and advocacy for a world free of nuclear threats. These efforts are ongoing in the present day.